Hello, and thank you for joining me today. This is part one of a two-part video, and we will be making the stringers in this part to make this bead. Let me give you a shot of a few of them that I made. There we go. These are kind of fun, very interesting. They look good on a necklace all by themselves. They really stand out. They really have a lot of flash to them. Let me show you what I made them out of. First thing you're going to need, I'm going to show a new technique. We're going to use these stainless steel rods to pull out my stringer. This is different than what I demoed before. These are 308 stainless steel. I went down to the welding shop and bought the largest stainless steel welding rods that they had, and then I cut them down. These are about 9 inches long, and these are what I will be using. And the colors I'm going to use today, I'm going to use a special orange. I'm not sure what's special about it, but that's just what it's called. I've got this tangerine, pineapple sparkle. Not sure if you can see the sparkle in it. Comes out when you look up close. It's just a nice semi-transparent yellow. I'm going to use this regular red. And then I have pulled out a thin stringer of regular black. Here's a leftover piece of the stringer from the beads I just showed you. I just stuck it on the end of this black to use it as kind of a pencil, but this is what we will be making. Let's go ahead and get started. Zippo lighters rule. Get my filter on here. Okay. First thing we're going to do is build up some color on this orange rod. Heat it up slowly. I don't want it to crack in half on me, so I have to bring it out here in the flame. Let it heat up a little bit slow. While I'm doing that, I can heat up one of my other colors. And I just lay the rod that I'm going to be applying the color to alongside the flame. That way I get radiant heat from the flame into the rod. And this one I'm going to hold vertical. And I'm just going to, as soon as the orange gets hot, I'm going to heat up the yellow and then take the orange out of the flame, leaving the yellow in the flame, and just push one down onto the other. So most of the heat is going into the yellow rod, into the rod that I'm applying. Sometimes they crack and you just have to be ready for that. Stick them back together and keep going. Okay. I'm going to add a little bit more of this yellow to it. Okay. There we go. I'm going to go grab the red. Same thing. Now the red rod is directly in the flame. Just rocking it a little bit, trying to push that right onto the special orange, and right next to the yellow. Okay. There we go. Now I'm going to take the stringer of black that I've made, and I'm going to lay it right along the edge of the red. So again, this is right underneath the flame. I'm going to push the black, heat up a spot, and then just lay it right along the edge. I'll take this out of the flame and show it to you as soon as I get it down there. Okay. See if you can see that. I laid the black right along the edge. It's filled in that crease. And I'm going to lay another stripe on the other side. This is just a defining color. It just helps bring out a little definition when I pull it out into a stringer. Okay. There we go. Now what I need to do is take that out of the flame. I'm going to take one of my stainless steel welding rods. I'm going to heat this up to a glow. Now I'm going to stick my glass in the flame and get it glowing. I can do this out of the flame. Now I'm just going to stick these two together. Okay, kind of work it in there a little bit. Now this is stuck. And I'm going to do a flame cut. Separate this side off. Now same thing with this welding rod. I'm going to get it glowing hot. Press these two together. Now I'm just going to heat them up in the flame. Let them work themselves into a ball. Let them gather. I usually work from one side to the other, so I'm going to gather starting at one side. It's really important to rotate your hands at the same rate. I don't want to swirl these yet. I will swirl them, but I'm going to wait till it gathers up to a ball. And then the last thing I'm going to do is pull it out of the flame and swirl them together. Okay, so I've got a ball here. I want to go back and heat up my mandrels. I guess they're not mandrels at this point, but anyway, heat up the welding rods. Get my ball nice and soft. And I pull it out of the flame about 4 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now I'm going to start twisting and pulling. Nice and slow. Okay. I don't want to pull too fast because for this project I want the stringer to be fairly thick. Okay, there we go. I have a pair of cutters here, and I'm going to just cut one end off. And let's bring this up into the field of view and take a look at it. There we go. Let's build that into a bead.